But you can see if you look very closely, lots of steam coming out. Allison's going to go ahead and grab the can near the bottom and very quickly dump it into water.
Ready to just go?
Go for it. And when she lifts up the can, you can see it has imploded. It's been crushed. Let's take a look at it again a little closer up. So again, when the can is put into the water, you can see it immediately gets crushed, it implodes. Now let's understand why that's happening. So what's happening inside the can is when it's being boiled on the hot plate, the water at the bottom of the can is boiling and turning to steam. That steam is then filling up the inside of the can, and it's pushing all the air that was in the can out of the can. So eventually you just have steam inside the can. When you flip the can over and put it into the cold water, that steam cools down and turns back to liquid water. Now, outside the can, as you guys learned in astronomy, we have about a mile of air above us that's pushing down at us at about 16 pounds per square inch. When there's lots of steam or air in the can, it's pushing out at 16 pounds per square inch. But as soon as you put it in the cold water and it cools down, all of that sudden that steam turns into liquid water, and so there's nothing in the can, nothing pushing back on the outside of the can, and so the air outside of it, which is still pushing in, crushes the can. And if you look carefully, you also notice that it pushed some water up inside the can as well. So the can is crushed because of the change in state. When we started, we boiled the water, that small bit of water at the bottom, it turned into lots of steam. That steam, as you know, takes up much more space than liquid water, about 600 times the amount of space. And those water molecules in the gaseous state were bumping around all over the place, balancing out the atmospheric pressure. But as soon as we cooled it back down to a liquid, they took up much smaller amount of space, and there was now nothing else keeping the atmosphere from crushing the can, and that's why it got crushed.